why Solana is priced higher than XRP and what retail utility tokens can do next. So many people ask a simple question: why Solana is priced so much higher than XRP when both are top utility assets? Same market, different prices, different behavior. What happened? To understand this, we need to separate price mechanism from real utility. Let's make that. Markets don't price usefulness. Let's make that clear. Markets do not price usefulness, right? Markets price the narratives and demand. Narrative and demand. Narrative and demand. This is what skyrockets the price. The demand of the token and narrative of the token. Utility only determines whether a network survives or not. Speculation determines how high price moves. Once again, utility determines whether the network survives. But speculation determines how high the price moves. That's why two assets, XRP and Solana, can both be useful and still trade very differently. Solana lives in a retail-driven environment. Many times mentioned before: applications, NFTs, DeFi, gaming. Ecosystem where you enter, you are in as a retail person, right? Retail is interested in Solana ecosystem. Its price is influenced by hype cycles, by FOMO, by utility, ecosystem launches, and trade momentum. Therefore, it is very good for trading. Retail markets reward speed, visibility, and stories. Now here comes XRP, and it moves like infrastructure. XRP moves like infrastructure because it is designed for liquidity, settlement, payments, and institutional rails. So let's make that division clear. The supply of XRP is large and predictable, right? Its volatility is intentionally limited. For institutions, price stability is not a weakness, it's a requirement. The price must be stable. Therefore, there are no spikes in the price as we see. Solana behaves, at the other hand, like a growth stock. XRP behaves like a financial infrastructure. Therefore, you use Solana as a retail in the ecosystem of DeFi and Web3. And the XRP corporation, like I mentioned in my previous video, is only about the settlement payment, right? So you don't price highways, right? The same way you price startups. Startups spike and the highways are as they are, all the time the same. So both assets matter, they just mature differently. If you are looking at a non-ESO utility token that still have a strong potential for retail driven growth, here are a few categories to watch, right? Layer 1 application platforms. This will spike because these are used by retail. Ethereum, Avalanche, Near, Sui, Aptos. You have scaling and infrastructure apps like Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon. You have interoperability and DeFi infrastructure, Cosmos, Injective. These are not ESO 222 tokens because they do not need to be. They're used by retail, and they will be used only by retail, not by infrastructure of institutions. These tokens are not settlement layers. They drive a developer adoption and retail activity. The biggest mistake is assuming that institutions, like real banks and financial institutions, will pump price like retail does for these tokens which I have mentioned to you. And there is the why answer. Why institutions will not pump the price for the coins related to ESO 222. Institutions do not chase upside. They build systems, railways, right? Retail chases price, therefore the hype, FOMO, and spike of the price. Institutions chase reliability. Only that and nothing else. Solana and XRP are not competing. They're cooperating together. They are solving different problems. Please watch my last movie about that, what they're doing combined. Understanding the role of both these assets matters more than comparing its price, because the role is different. Utility defines relevance, right? Utility defines relevance. Narrative defines valuation. Utility of XRP is relevant, but it is not spiking the price because institutions must have it flat. For Solana, the narrative defines valuation. The more people use it, the more spikes it creates in price. Therefore, two differences in the valuation world. What that means for you and me, the price of XRP will not spike to 100 to 1,000 euros or dollars like all people are saying. You need to buy it on a normal price, and what will happen is the inflation, which is on the annual basis, will increase the price. But there will be not a huge spike of these tokens like Algo, IOTA, HBAR, XLM, and XRP in the same way as you can have in Sui, Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, because these are
retail driven
and these are
institutional driven.